My cherished child, you are my beloved, but there are a lot of unseen enemies around you. You are not even aware of them. Yes, my child, these unseen enemies always try to bring trouble and chaos in your life, and this time they're trying to push you towards an accident that could affect you brutally. My child, I see all that you cannot see. I see the paths you walk, the stones that lie in wait, and the thoughts that linger in your mind. Do not think that anything in this world is small or hidden from my sight, for nothing escapes my eyes, and nothing happens without my knowledge. These enemies, though invisible to you, cannot touch you without my permission. But remember, my child, they are crafty and relentless, and they seek to tempt you, to draw you away from safety, to shatter your peace, and lead you into chaos. I tell you now, be alert. Be aware of the sudden distractions, the seemingly innocent decisions that could hurt you. They will present themselves in ways that seem harmless, but under the surface lies danger. Pay attention to the whispers in your mind, to the urges to rush, to act without thinking. These are not your own thoughts, my child, but tricks of those who hate to see you whole and safe. Stay grounded in me, for when you walk close to my heart, no evil can triumph over you. I love you, and that love is your shield. Do not fear, for I am with you in every step, even when the path seems dark and the storm rages. I am the calm in the chaos, the light in the shadows. When you feel confused or alone, remember that I am here, breathing life into you, holding you in my arms, and guarding you against all harm. Those who seek to destroy you will never have power over you if you remain in me. They may try to catch you off guard, but I am the one who opens your eyes to see the truth. Do not be deceived by appearances, my child. What looks safe may be dangerous. What looks chaotic may be my lesson for your growth. Trust me to lead you, even when you do not understand the reasoning. I know the tiresome struggles of your heart, the fear that comes from unseen threats. Do not let your heart be heavy. I am here to lift you, to guide you, to show you the way when the night seems long and the world seems empty of help. There are angels surrounding you, my child, invisible to the eye but powerful in their presence. They stand ready to protect, to block the paths of harm, to intercept the plans of those who wish you ill. Remember, my child, your life is precious to me. I have placed you here for a purpose, and no accident, no force of evil, no sudden chaos can take you away from the destiny I have for you. Do not be foolish in your ways. Be vigilant, be prayerful, be aware. Keep your spirit strong, your heart pure, and your mind focused on truth. The enemies you cannot see are clever. They use distractions, temptations, and false promises. They will try to lead you into anger, fear, and impulsive actions. They will try to shake your faith, to make you doubt yourself, to make you feel helpless. But I say to you, you are never helpless. My hand is always over you. My light always shines to guide you. And when you feel the pressure of their attacks, call out to me. I will respond. I will be your refuge and your strength. Fear is their tool, my child, and I want you to know that fear has no hold over you when you walk with me. Fear is like a storm cloud that obscures the sun, but the sun is always there. In the same way, my love is always with you, shining, constant, unchanging, even when you cannot feel it. Trust in that love. Hold on to it. Let it be your armor and your shield. The world around you may seem unstable, filled with chaos and uncertainty, but I am stability. I am the one who holds time and space in my hands. I know every step you will take, every choice you will face. Even when you make mistakes, I am there to turn them into lessons, to guide you back to safety, to help you grow stronger. Do not be afraid to fall, my child, for I am here to lift you each time you stumble. I ask you to be wise, look around you, pay attention, and listen. Do not rush into decisions with a hurried heart. Take time to pray, to meditate, to hear my voice within. I speak in quiet whispers in moments of clarity, in the stillness of your heart. When you take the time to listen, you will recognize the tricks of your enemies. You will see the paths that lead to danger and avoid them. I also tell you, my child, that sometimes the challenges you face are not only from outside forces but also within you. Do not judge yourself harshly. Do not give in to guilt or shame. These two are tools of those who would see you fall. You must stay centered in my love, knowing that you are loved completely, absolutely, without condition. When you accept this, you are stronger than any threat, any accident, any trickery that lurks in shadows. You are my child, and you have been given gifts and talents that are unique to you. These gifts are not to be hidden or feared. Use them wisely. Trust your instincts, be kind, be brave, and always seek the path that leads to light. When you face choices, even small ones, remember that each step you take can either strengthen you or open doors to danger. Walk carefully, but walk with faith, knowing that I am with you. I also want you to know, my child, that you are never alone in your struggles. Others may not see the battles you fight, but I see. I know the silent wounds, the worries that keep you awake, the moments when you feel hope is far away. Do not lose heart. I am working in ways you cannot yet understand. Sometimes the very obstacles that seem to threaten you are in fact guiding you, teaching you, and strengthening you. Be strong in your faith, my child. Let no one shake your belief in goodness, in love, in my constant presence. Even when situations appear hopeless, I am here. I am moving behind the scenes, protecting you, intervening in ways that you cannot see. Trust me to keep you safe. Trust me to turn what looks like danger into a chance for growth and triumph. Your heart is precious, my child. Treasure it. Guard it. Do not let anger, jealousy, or despair take root. These emotions are tools that enemies will use to draw you away from me. Instead, focus on love, kindness, and compassion. They are not only gifts to others, but shields for your own soul. When you act from love, you walk in my light, and no harm can touch you. I also warn you, my child, to be patient. Sometimes danger is not immediate. Sometimes it lurks quietly, waiting for a moment of carelessness. Pay attention to details, listen to your heart, and seek guidance through prayer and reflection. I will show you the signs, if only you take time to see them. Do not rush. Do not ignore the subtle warnings that come in quiet voices, in moments of intuition, in the feeling that something is not right. Remember, my child, that you have power through me. You have the strength to resist temptation, to walk safely, and to overcome obstacles. You are never helpless, never abandoned. Even when others fail to understand, even when circumstances seem impossible, I am your constant companion. The enemies that seek to hurt you cannot touch you without my permission. They can try, but I am greater. My love is greater. My protection is greater. When you feel fear, turn to me. When you feel uncertainty, seek me. I will guide you. I will shield you. I will lift you above the chaos. My child, walk carefully, but do not walk in fear. Fear is not your path. Faith, love, and attention are your tools. Use them wisely. Stay close to me, and nothing will ever hurt you. I am with you always, even until the end of time. My cherished child, I want you to understand something deeply. There is no shadow too dark, no danger too hidden, no accident too sudden that can ever overcome the protection I place around those who trust in me. Faith is not merely a belief in my presence. It is a living, breathing anchor for your soul. When you hold me close, when your heart is surrendered to me, you are covered by a shield no force of the world can penetrate. Many have walked paths where the storms raged, where enemies lurked, and yet they were untouched, unseen, protected not because they were flawless, but because they believed and trusted in me completely. Consider Daniel in the lion's den. My child, think of his unwavering faith. When the law of men sought to trap him, when the decree of rulers was set to cast him into the mouths of lions, Daniel did not rely on his own wisdom or strength. He prayed. He trusted me. And I shut the mouths of the lions. The den, a place of ultimate danger, became a sanctuary, because Daniel's faith invited my power. You see, my child, faith does not remove the existence of danger, but it places my hand between you and what could harm you. It is a living proof that those who remain steadfast in me are never alone, never abandoned, and never truly vulnerable. Faith is like a lamp in darkness. It illuminates the paths that seem invisible, guiding your steps past traps and pitfalls. When others may stumble, when accidents might be imminent, the faithful do not move blindly. I give guidance, subtle and gentle, whispering to your heart, showing signs, creating opportunities to step aside from calamity. You might not see these signs clearly in the moment, my child, But trust that every nudge, every warning, every hesitation that rises in your spirit is my voice. Listen, respond, obey. These instincts are not chance, they are the protective currents of my love moving through your life. Remember when Peter walked on the water? The waves raged, the wind howled, yet Peter took the step toward me because he believed. He did not see the safety. He only saw the possibility that I was with him. When his focus faltered, when doubt overcame him, the water threatened to swallow him, yet I reached out and held him. Faith, my beloved, is not the absence of fear. It is courage in the presence of fear. It is trusting my hand to steady you, even when the storms seem relentless. And just as I lifted Peter, so too will I lift you above the unforeseen dangers of your life when your heart is steadfast. There are unseen enemies, my child. There are moments when the world seems to conspire against your well-being. But know this, the strength that guards you is not your own. It is my strength flowing into your life through your faith. Moses walked through the Red Sea, trapped between the waters and the soldiers of Pharaoh. There was no human way forward, no safe path. Yet he trusted me, raised his staff, and the waters parted. My child, imagine the power that surrounds you when you do not rely on your own hands, your own understanding, but instead allow me to lead. Accidents, trials, misfortune, they bow before the obedience of the faithful. Faith requires vigilance and trust, a quiet confidence that my plans are perfect, even when your understanding is limited. When I see you walking faithfully, even into circumstances that appear dangerous, I am always orchestrating events to protect you. It may not always be obvious. Perhaps an avoided accident looks like chance. Perhaps an unexplained detour seems trivial. Yet these are my hands guiding you, moving obstacles, shielding you from what could have caused harm. The smallest acts of faith, the daily choices to turn to me, to listen to my voice, to pray and walk in obedience, are the threads of a net I weave to catch you when danger approaches. Consider David, my child, when he faced Goliath. Many saw a giant, a force impossible to overcome, yet David saw me. He did not rely on armor or sword alone. He trusted my power to guide his hand. The enemy before him was real, the danger immediate, yet faith gave him a perspective beyond fear. My child, your life is filled with giants of another kind. Accidents, sudden tragedies, moments of unforeseen peril. They may appear insurmountable, but when you step forward in faith, when you rely not on your own strength but on my protection, even the largest threats can be overcome. I protect not only through miracles but also through preparation. Faith aligns your heart with my guidance, which teaches you to act with wisdom, to avoid recklessness, to recognize danger before it becomes unavoidable. When you walk in my light, your mind is sharper, your instincts more keen. You see risks before others do. You hear warnings in the quiet that others dismiss. These gifts of discernment are the fruit of faith, and they serve as a shield that prevents many accidents before they even arise. Faith is also patience. Many accidents occur because people rush or ignore caution. Faith teaches you to wait on me, to allow my timing to prevail. Abraham waited decades for my promises, trusting in my timing even when circumstances seemed impossible. Joseph endured betrayal, imprisonment, and injustice, yet he remained faithful. In due season, he was elevated and protected, not merely surviving but thriving, because he trusted my plans. My child, every moment of faith you nurture, every act of obedience, every surrender of fear is an investment in protection that no human eye can see, yet my angels move to guard you. The Psalms are filled with reminders of my protection. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. These words, my child, are not just poetry. They are a promise. I am the shepherd who guides you, the unseen hand that moves dangers aside. When you follow me, you are guided beside still waters, not tossed in storms without refuge. The safety I provide is active. It is living. It is present every moment of every day. Even when you face sudden dangers, my protection can be immediate. Think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, cast into the fiery furnace. The flames were real. The threat was imminent. Yet I was with them. The fire did not consume, because faith opened the way for my presence to shield them. My child, your faith acts as that shield. When dangers appear suddenly, when accidents threaten, faith summons my intervention. You may not understand how it happens, yet it is real. Protection arrives for those who trust. Faith also works through the community of my people. When you walk in obedience, you are often guided by the counsel, wisdom, and support of others who are aligned with my spirit. Proverbs teaches, where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors there is safety. Do not neglect the voices of those I place around you. They are extensions of my care. Listen, follow, pray together. Sometimes protection comes not only through direct intervention, but through the safety net of wise companions, family, and mentors who are also instruments of my love. Faith protects even in the unseen realm. Angels sent to serve those who love me move constantly around you. They guard your comings and goings, your thoughts and decisions. Hebrews 1:14 reminds you that angels are ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation. My child, when you trust in me, these unseen beings act as sentinels, intervening in ways beyond human understanding, preventing accidents, redirecting potential harm, and ensuring your safety. Faith opens your life to their protection. Without faith, their influence is less accessible, but with faith, it is like calling forth a legion of protection that you may never fully perceive. Faith also cultivates peace. Many accidents arise from agitation, rash decisions, and lack of calm. Faith steadies your heart, calms your mind, and clears your vision. You can act thoughtfully, discern the right steps, and avoid situations that might otherwise lead to harm. James 1:5 encourages asking for wisdom, and when you ask, I provide generously. This wisdom protects you, my child, even from dangers that seem random, by giving you insight to act correctly. I will not leave you alone to navigate peril. The storms of life, the threats of sudden accidents, the chaos of the world, all are met with my faithful guidance for those who trust me. Faith does not remove responsibility. It transforms it. It teaches you to act with care, to heed warnings, to plan prudently, yet never with fear. For fear is the absence of trust, and trust is the key that unlocks my protection. Walk boldly, my child, but walk wisely, holding faith like a shield before your heart. Even the smallest faith matters. The mustard seed, the tiniest of all seeds, is capable of great growth. Matthew 17:20 says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. My child, even a simple trust in my guidance, a single moment of obedience, can prevent 1,000 dangers you never knew existed. Never underestimate the power of your faith, for it connects you directly to my divine protection. I want you to remember that faith is not passive. It is alive, active, and engaged. It involves listening to me, obeying my guidance, and trusting my timing. It involves prayer, reflection, discernment, and sometimes waiting quietly. The faithful walk in partnership with me, and through that partnership, even what appears dangerous becomes manageable. Accidents that might harm others may never touch you, because you move with me, guided, protected, and cared for.
Thanks for watching God's Words. Subscribe for daily divine message. Click on the notification button so you don't miss out daily.
My child, your heart is healing now, but if you will skip my words and disregard my guidance, you could come once again in trouble and lose my miraculous healing power. Yes, my child, I am healing your heart through my healing powers, but you should not become careless and neglect the small nudges I place upon your soul. My child, remember that the path I have set before you is not one of hardship without purpose, but of transformation, of becoming what I have always known you could be. There will be moments, my beloved, when the world presses upon you, when doubts rise like storm clouds, when despair whispers lies into your ear, telling you that my presence has abandoned you. These moments are not meant to frighten you, nor to push you away, but to remind you to reach, always, for me. I am closer than your own breath, nearer than the heartbeat that pulses in your chest. Do not ignore my voice, even in the silence of your loneliness. I am watching, always, and I am attentive to the smallest stirrings of your spirit. When you feel weary, when the burdens of life weigh upon your shoulders, Do not turn from me, for I am the refuge where strength is renewed. I am the gentle hand that lifts you when you falter, the warmth that restores the chill of sorrow, the light that cuts through shadow. Yet, my child, healing requires your consent. You must allow it to work within you. Do not resist what I place within your heart. Do not doubt the love that flows freely and endlessly toward you. There will be days when the pain of the past seems too heavy to bear, when memories rise unbidden and grief threatens to consume you. Know this, my precious one. Every tear you shed, every moment of despair I carry with you. Your suffering is never unseen, never unnoticed. I gather every broken piece of your heart and weave it into something whole. I am patient, my child, infinitely patient, but I am also faithful. I will not force your heart to receive what it refuses. I will not heal what you insist on leaving in shadow. Therefore, be attentive to the whispers of your soul, to the quiet guidance I send in the midst of your daily life. The words of others, the events that unfold around you, even the smallest of coincidences are often my hand at work. When you feel a nudge to reach out, to forgive, to speak, to act in kindness, do not ignore it. These are the channels through which my healing flows. To dismiss them is to turn away from the restoration I have prepared for you. My child, understand that healing is not always instant, nor is it always comfortable. It may require that you face parts of yourself that you have hidden even from yourself, that you confront truths that you have tried to deny. But fear not, I am with you in every confrontation, every struggle, every moment of revelation. My presence is a shield, my love a covering that protects you even as you walk through the fire of transformation. Do not be discouraged if progress feels slow, for growth often requires patience. Even a seed that is buried in the darkness must endure time, rain, and the weight of the soil before it can rise and bloom. Your heart is like that seed, my beloved. I am nurturing it, feeding it, giving it the strength to rise. But you must trust the process. You must trust me. Do not allow impatience or doubt to pull you from the tender work I am performing. And yet be vigilant. My child, there are forces in the world that seek to deceive, to lure you away from the path of healing. They do not wish your joy, your peace, your wholeness. They will tempt you with shortcuts, with distractions, with lies dressed as comfort. When these moments come, remember to seek me first, to ask, to listen, to discern. My guidance is steadfast, and it will never mislead you. The world may speak in many voices, but my voice is the one that will endure. I am also calling you to forgive, my child. Forgiveness is not always easy, and it is not always immediate, but it is a key to the freedom I desire for you. Let go of grudges, of resentment, of the bitterness that clings to your spirit. When you release these burdens, you make room for my peace to dwell more fully within you. Do not mistake forgiveness for weakness. It is strength, greater than any earthly power, and it opens your heart to the fullness of my love. J. Remember too that love is not merely a feeling but an action, a choice, a reflection of my presence within you. I am love, and when you act in love, even when it is difficult, you align yourself with the deepest truth of who you are. I am calling you to love boldly, to extend compassion without reservation, to give without expectation. These acts of love, my child, are not wasted. They are seeds that will bear fruit in ways you cannot yet imagine, in ways only I can see. Do not fear the storms, my child, for they are also part of your growth. The winds that threaten to knock you down, the rains that soak you to your core, the darkness that seems impenetrable, all of these are instruments of my hand, shaping you, teaching you, revealing your strength. Trust that I am present in every storm. I am the anchor in the tempest, the calm in the chaos, the voice that says, I am here, do not be afraid. And when you feel joy, do not let it pass unnoticed. Celebrate the moments of light, the laughter, the beauty that surrounds you. These too are gifts from me, reminders that life, even in its difficulties, is filled with wonder. Rejoice in them, my child, and allow gratitude to fill your heart. Gratitude opens the door to even greater blessings and deepens the healing I am performing within you. You may be tempted to believe that healing is solely for your own benefit, that once your heart is mended, your journey is complete. But my child, healing is never isolated, As I restore you, I am preparing you to be a vessel of my love and grace for others. Your healed heart will touch those around you in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Your presence, your words, your actions, all will carry the reflection of my power and my compassion. You are never alone in this mission, for I am always with you, guiding your steps, whispering encouragement, and filling you with courage when fear arises. Do not neglect prayer, my child. Prayer is the bridge between your heart and mine, the channel through which healing, guidance, and wisdom flow. Speak to me honestly, without fear of judgment, without pretense. Bring me your burdens, your joys, your questions, your fears. In the quiet moments of communion, my spirit will pour peace into your soul, clarifying the path I have for you, strengthening you for the days ahead. You may wonder why healing is accompanied by trials, by challenges that seem insurmountable. It is because every trial is an opportunity for your faith to grow, for your reliance on me to deepen. Do not shrink from these moments. Do not resist them with anger or despair. Face them with trust, with the assurance that I am orchestrating even the smallest details of your life for your ultimate good. Nothing escapes my notice, nothing is wasted, nothing is meaningless. And always remember, my child, that my love is unconditional. You need not earn it through perfection, nor can you lose it through failure. I am with you in every misstep, every moment of doubt, every fall. My arms are always open to receive you, to restore you, to heal you. Yet you must not take this love lightly. You must not ignore it or assume it is infinite without response. Respond with your heart, with obedience, with reverence, with a desire to be transformed. That is the partnership of healing. I pour out my grace, and you open yourself to receive it. There will be times when you feel the world is dark, when your heart is weary, when your soul longs for comfort that seems out of reach. In these moments, my child, look inward and upward. Feel my presence surrounding you, protecting you, guiding you. Hear my whisper. You are not alone. I am with you always. You are beloved. You are my creation, perfect in my sight, even in your imperfection. Allow these words to sink deep, to permeate the very marrow of your being. Let them replace fear, doubt, and despair with hope, trust, and faith. You may also encounter moments of joy so profound that you feel you cannot contain it. Cherish these moments, my child. They are glimpses of eternity, reminders of the fullness of life I offer. Let them inspire gratitude, generosity, and love. Let them teach you that even in the simplest pleasures, a smile, a kind word, a quiet sunset, my presence is evident. Recognize these signs, and your heart will remain open to the ongoing miracle of my healing. My beloved child, listen carefully, for I am speaking to you now about something of great importance. I am speaking to you about the fragility of the heart, the choices of the soul, and the precious gift of healing that I offer to all who trust in me. My healing is not merely a blessing for the body, nor is it only comfort for the mind. It is the renewal of your spirit, the mending of what has been broken, the restoration of what has been lost. Yet, my child, understand this. The miracle I bestow is not automatic, nor is it permanent without your participation. It can be weakened, it can be obscured, and yes, it can even be lost. Many lose the healing I give because they fail to nurture it. Healing, like any living thing, requires attention and care. You cannot simply receive it once and assume it will remain forever without effort. When you neglect your spirit, when you ignore the quiet urgings of your soul, when you return to old habits of fear, doubt, resentment, or disbelief, you place a wall between yourself and the fullness of my healing. My child, it is not that I have withdrawn from you. It is that your own choices have created a distance that makes it harder for the miracle to dwell within you. Some lose my healing because they allow pride to enter their hearts. Pride whispers, I am strong enough on my own. I do not need God. I can handle this without help. My child, understand this truth. No human strength, no intellect, no ambition, no talent can replace the healing I provide. To reject my guidance is to reject the very source of restoration. Pride blinds you to your dependence on me, and in that blindness you risk turning away from the miracle you desperately need. Do not let your ego or your false sense of self-sufficiency stand in the way of the grace I am pouring into you. Others lose healing because they allow fear to dominate their hearts. Fear whispers lies, telling you that you are unworthy, that your past mistakes are too great, that your heart is too broken to be restored. Fear convinces you to doubt my promises, to mistrust my presence, to question my power. But my child, I tell you now, your past is already forgiven. Your mistakes are already covered. Your heart is already seen and beloved. Fear is a thief, and it comes to steal the miracle that is waiting for you. You must guard your heart against it, confront it, and replace it with trust. Faith is the antidote to fear. Faith is the bridge that connects your soul to my healing power. Some lose healing because they are impatient. Healing often requires time, patience, and endurance. It is not always instant, and it is not always easy to perceive. The human heart longs for quick results, for immediate relief, for visible evidence. Yet I work in ways that are subtle, that are gradual, that require your cooperation. When you grow impatient, when you give up because you cannot see immediate change, when you turn away because progress seems slow, you forfeit the full blessing of my miracle. Healing is a process, my child, and it demands your commitment, your patience, and your persistence. Others lose the miracle because they allow doubt to take root. Doubt is not merely uncertainty. It is a seed that grows when the heart turns away from truth. Doubt whispers, perhaps God is not listening. Perhaps this is not real. Perhaps nothing will ever change. My child, do not allow doubt to take root in your heart. When you do, you open the door to despair, and despair weakens the connection to my power. Faith is not simply believing when all is easy. Faith is believing even when all seems lost. Faith is trusting my word, my presence, and my timing, even when the world tells you otherwise. Some lose healing because they reject forgiveness, whether for themselves or for others. Holding on to resentment, anger, or bitterness is like holding a stone to your own chest. It weighs you down, it blocks the flow of my spirit, and it prevents my miracle from fully entering your life. Forgiveness does not mean condoning wrongs, nor does it mean forgetting pain. It means releasing the hold that pain and anger have over you. It means creating space in your heart for my love to dwell. If you refuse forgiveness, my child, you refuse a vital part of the healing process. You cannot be fully restored while carrying the weight of unrelenting hurt. Some lose the miracle because they allow distractions to take precedence over their devotion. Life is full of noise, full of temptations, full of competing voices that call for your attention. Some are subtle, some are overwhelming. But if you prioritize the things of this world over your connection with me, you will find your heart grows distant from my healing presence. Spiritual nourishment requires time and focus. Prayer, meditation, reflection, acts of love, and obedience are the channels through which my miracle flows. Neglect these, my child, and you risk diminishing the gift I have placed in your life. Some lose healing because they fail to act on my guidance. I speak in many ways, through your conscience, through the counsel of the wise, through signs and circumstances, through the inner nudging of your heart. When I call you to step forward, to release, to speak, to forgive, to change direction, and you ignore the call, you close the door to the fullness of my blessing. My child, healing is not passive. It requires your participation. It requires willingness to follow my ways, to obey my instruction, and to trust that what I am asking is for your ultimate good. And yet, my child, even when you stumble, even when you falter, even when you stray from the path, my love does not abandon you. My healing power is not conditional in the sense that it can be earned or lost permanently. But you must remain vigilant, awake, and attentive. If you drift away, the connection weakens. If you turn back, the miracle can be restored. It is always my desire to heal you fully, to restore you completely, and to see your faith alive and flourishing. Faith is the lifeline of the healing miracle. Without faith, even the greatest of blessings cannot take root. Faith is not blind. It is active. It is persistent. It is alive. Faith looks beyond the present circumstance, beyond the temporary pain, beyond the uncertainty, and trusts in my unchanging presence. Faith is the force that allows you to receive the invisible, to embrace the unseen, to believe in the power that transforms heart and soul. Without faith, the heart closes, the spirit shrinks, and the miracle loses its vitality. Faith must be tended like a flame. It must be nurtured through prayer, reflection, gratitude, obedience, and humility. It must be defended against the winds of doubt, fear, pride, and distraction. When you cultivate your faith, my child, you create a fertile soil in which my healing can flourish. When you allow faith to waver, you create cracks through which the enemy of despair and doubt can creep. Keep your faith alive, my child, for it is the very instrument through which I work wonders in your life. Many also lose healing because they fail to recognize the importance of alignment with my will. I do not heal merely for comfort, nor for convenience, nor for fleeting pleasure. My healing is purposeful. It is meant to align you with the path I have designed for your soul. When you resist my will, when you attempt to shape my miracle to your own understanding, when you prioritize what you desire over what I intend, the healing can be hindered. Surrender, my child, is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the acknowledgement that I see more than you, that I know what is best, and that my love for you is infinite. You may also lose healing because you forget gratitude. When the heart becomes accustomed to blessings, it may cease to recognize them. You may begin to take for granted the very miracle that is being worked within you. Gratitude opens the heart. Ingratitude closes it. When you recognize my work in your life, when you give thanks for both the great and the small, when you see my fingerprints on every detail of your existence, your faith is strengthened, and your healing becomes more complete. Another reason my healing is lost is the abandonment of persistence. Healing is often a journey, not a single event. It requires continual effort, continual faith, continual engagement with me. Some begin well, my child, but when challenges arise, when doubts appear, when discomfort surfaces, they give up. They stop seeking me, they stop praying, they stop walking in obedience. In that moment, the miracle recedes. Healing requires persistence, courage, and unwavering trust. And so, my child, understand that the loss of the healing miracle is rarely sudden. It is gradual, subtle, a drifting away from me, a quiet turning of the heart toward lesser things. Yet even in the drifting, my hand remains outstretched. My voice continues to call. My love remains steadfast. You can return at any time. Repentance, humility, renewed trust, and active faith will restore what seems lost. Do not despair at the distance. I am already moving toward you, even as I speak. Keep your faith alive, my child, because faith is both the key and the vessel. Without it, the miracle cannot enter fully, it cannot endure, it cannot grow. With it, the miracle flourishes, it expands, it strengthens, it transforms not just your heart, but the lives of those around you. Faith allows you to receive, to trust, to persist, to act, to love, to forgive, to hope. It is the lifeblood of the soul, the current through which my healing flows. Do not allow your faith to rest solely on feelings, my child, for feelings are fleeting. Trust must be rooted in me, in my word, in the evidence of my presence in your life, in the assurance of my promises. Feelings may waver, circumstances may challenge, storms may rise, but faith grounded in me endures. Keep returning to me. Keep seeking me. Keep aligning your heart with mine. Keep believing, even when belief seems difficult. This is the pathway to sustaining the miracle I offer. Many lose the miracle because they forget that life is also a test of perseverance and trust. The world will challenge you, the flesh will tempt you, circumstances will oppose you. And yet, my child, I am calling you to remain steadfast. Do not allow temporary difficulties to obscure the eternal truth that I am with you, that I am faithful, that my healing is ongoing. Every trial you face is an opportunity to exercise faith, to deepen trust, and to experience my power in tangible ways. When you find yourself faltering, remember to return to the foundation of prayer. Speak to me honestly, my child. Confess your doubts, your fears, your failures. Lay them at my feet. In that act, you open the door for renewed faith, for restored healing, for the miracle to flow again. I am not distant. I am not angry. I am not waiting to punish you. I am ready to embrace you, to heal you, to remind you of the power that has always been within your reach. Remember also, my child, that the miracle of healing is not only about relief from pain. It is about transformation, about becoming the fullness of the person I created you to be. When you lose sight of this, when you focus only on comfort and not on the journey, you may inadvertently lose the power of the miracle. Healing is about restoration in every dimension: heart, mind, body, and soul. It is about alignment with my will, about growth in love, about strengthening your faith, about deepening your relationship with me. And so, my child, hear me clearly. The miracle can be lost through neglect, pride, fear, doubt, impatience, unforgiveness, distraction, disobedience, ingratitude, wavering persistence, and turning away from my will. But it can be regained. It can be strengthened. It can be multiplied. The key is faith. Active, persistent, trusting, obedient faith. Faith is the vessel, the key, the bridge. Faith keeps your heart open, your spirit alive, and your soul aligned with me. Do not wait for a moment of desperation to return to me. Return now, my child. Cultivate your faith daily. Pray without ceasing. Reflect on my goodness. Forgive those who have wronged you. Love those who are difficult to love. Walk in obedience. Be grateful. Persist. Stay vigilant. Be humble. Be attentive. These actions are not burdens. They are expressions of your love for me. They are affirmations of your faith. They are the pathways through which my healing miracle flows continuously and powerfully in your life. Even when the world seems dark, when suffering is present, when doubt tempts, when fear threatens, when the heart grows weary, keep your faith alive. I am with you, my child. I am never absent. My healing is never finished, for it is not simply a gift. It is a living presence, growing, evolving, strengthening, transforming you every moment you remain in me. Guard it, protect it, nourish it, and the miracle will endure. Amen.
Thanks for watching God's Words. Subscribe for daily divine message. Click on the notification button so you don't miss out daily